And GE is only one company affected by the grounding in the 737 MAX fleet. The longer these jets remain on the ground, the bigger the impact will be on other companies, on other industries, and in fact, on the whole economy. And joining us to talk about that impact, Sheila Kahyaoglu is the aerospace and defense analyst at Jefferies. Sheila, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, you cover Boeing, but you have to be mindful of the suppliers, of the consumers, the companies that buy the jets that also are affected by the grounding of the 737. How much of an impact is that going to have, do you think?
Sure, there's a whole ecosystem. There's the manufacturers, which are the suppliers, which we cover, but also the airlines are being impacted. And we're seeing that from United and American Airlines as they're cutting capacity back. But we have to keep in mind that the MAX at the time of the grounding was about 350 aircraft or so. So it's only 1.8% of the total global fleet of aircraft out there. Granted, it was expected to increase at a rate of 52 a month in terms of production, so it's still fairly small.
Right.
But for some of the American airlines, it is impacting their profitability. On the supply chain, as GE mentioned, it's somewhat of a timing issue in terms of free cash flow and when they might get their receivables.
So will we see this in the bottom line economic reports that we get, like GDP and the like?
So our Jefferies economist predicts that it could be a 0.2 to 0.3% impact to April production, but it'll simply be a shift on production timing rather than a long-term impact. So let's bear in mind that Boeing is keeping its workforce employed, as well as the supply chain is maintaining production at 42 a month. So they're not stopping production, although deliveries have halted.
But how long are you anticipating or assuming that the jets will be grounded? And does the impact grow as that grounding lasts longer?
So I think we're carefully monitoring what their customer base is saying, and we've seen some cutbacks in capacity up until August. So our model assumes a delivery halt until August, and then we have deliveries resuming at a rate of 52 a month after that. So we have it steadily climbing up. So we have about a 6-month halt in total. But we're starting to see some signs as the FAA reviews the modification in late May, and potentially we're leaving some buffer for the international regulators to approve the fix.
Got it. Interesting. Sheila Kahyaoglu from Jefferies. Thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you.